5. What is up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, day traders, closet swing traders? I could tell you what is not up, that is for sure. The market is down, but inflation is up. So we do have inflation rocking a 40-year high. 2 quarters in a row. So they were expecting 8.8. That would have already been a 40-year high or another 40-year high. We've managed to outdo ourselves, and we got us into a 9.1 CPI market at the beginning, but like right before the that number came out, we actually had some weird buying pressure. I mean, that market just jumped a little bit, so I don't know if people were just kind of clearing out positions right before it, or algos got something wrong in the report. But yeah, right after that, just absolutely getting crushed in the market. So let's first take a look at the SPY. There is still one case of hope, but it's a very mystical fairy tale type case. Says we're doing good. The only case that we have really the market is the fact that we did drop past this 362.17, so we're not like out of that dip, but you can even see where I don't know when I drew these lines, probably a little while ago, but we were building some kind of a little pennant pattern, bear flag, or probably more of a bear pennant. So the bad news is obviously we've broken out of that. I think today at open we do get some kind of a retest. I mean, the news cannot be that. This is a gap based on some serious news economically wise. That's not like a short time thing. And it to me does say that the Fed is still not even close to controlling it. I don't think we're at the peak for inflation. I don't think this is the one, but there's going to be some lingering factors. So we have to almost look at it as the economy and then day trading today. So just be aware of that for sure. I think the market will probably retest a little bit because, again, there was a really high expectation that these CPI numbers were going to get, we're going to come in pretty hot and come in pretty horrible. And whether they missed or whatever, there was we've had almost 7 months of expectation of this market coming down. So this kind of a gap in the morning probably does get a retest. That's what I'll be looking for. We'll see if it happens or not, but I'm looking for some kind of a little bit of a bounce in the market, and then we roll. How far we come to? Let's see if we have some kind of targets, any kind of targets whatsoever. To give us some kind of guidance. We got Sammy in the house. I loaded up on canned tuna and ramen. Hopefully before the 9.1% inflation. Otherwise, you're probably paying too much. Everything is going up. And I even heard some people say that I don't know if maybe they're trying to make a good case for it, but I heard some people saying like this number might not be correct. You might not see the supply side going up as much, but you might see just more consumer side going up because maybe a lot of businesses were biting the bullet and trying not to increase it, but there's obviously so much you could take. I do think there's a little bit of truth to that, but I don't know. I don't. I think now the Fed has to has another hand to force. Let me clear this real quick. I'm going to switch screens. Oof. Yeah, I was thinking, no way this thing comes in at 9. 0% chance. 9.1. All right, so we got trading view up here is just for the quick little levels and what we as a team might want to look for. So we're sitting at 1 VPOC right now. So obviously, we are bearish. We have, as long as we survive and we don't really take out this 375.76, we probably could get some kind of a retest, I would assume, into the 380.34 range. That's really the only other spot that I think we retest. And it could be a slight little move to 378.18. So I'll be watching those spots very, very closely. Again, I don't see us really just having a massive bullish day. Anything can happen in the market. So I don't think this is a we retest and then we keep on running bullish. But I think we could get some kind of a retest to some extent at the morning, and then we roll over. If you guys are asking yourselves, when should we buy puts? If you have not already, on that retest, again, a lot of times what happens on these type of pennant patterns is, especially when we break, and we might get 1 or 2 days, it might make you nervous, but usually once we break this pennant pattern, so I can see something like this, a little stumble around, maybe another day, and then you technically or typically have that drop. That's kind of what I would expect. So I don't think the day opens and we just go, I mean, who knows, but I don't think so. We probably want to hold this level. If we break it, the next level, a big untested level, will be right down there. That's going to be somewhere in the 366.68 zone. Give us a little hope for double bottom before we break and head lower. Bears are your friend today. Bears are your friend. Buy puts. All right, so all good there. Let's check out the Qs. Another one that just got murder housed. All right, so we got Qs. Pre-market, we are sitting. Qs are going to look a little bit worse at the moment. I think 279.78 is our last little, and it was already retested, so it's probably going to be weak at this point. We have untested VPOC. We have untested VPOC somewhere down at 274.65. So I think tech is going to be actually a little bit weaker than SPY today. So Qs look a little bit weaker, at least on the surface. We still have 22 more minutes. So if the Qs can somewhere get back into this 281 like 80 range at open, then we might have a chance that could retest. But you actually have a lot more resistance than you have on the SPY. That's why I do think the SPY, as long as we can hold that level in the next 22 minutes on the SPY, it doesn't have a lot of other things in the way where we could get that relief rally and then we roll, something like that. But the Qs, as of right now, at least, unless we could get a little bit more strength, get above it, we're looking actually very weak on Qs. And that could be a ride down today, because I think common investors that do not sit here to watch candles and ticks minute by minute like we might, they might wake up today not even knowing that it's CPI day, and honestly, we might get a little bit of, man, I cannot take my accounts being down over and over and over again. So you're going to see a little bit of a mixed bag. Some people are going to be profitable, some people not so much, but it's going to be definitely a little volatile at open, I would assume. So just be cautious of that for sure. Let me just remove some of these lines on AMD. Rock is in the house. What's up, Rock? All right, so pre-market, we are at a lifeline on AMD, so just watch it. Looks to me like somewhere in this 74.60 zone. If that one breaks on AMD, please buckle up. keep your hands and arms inside the ride at all time. We do have one extra level. That one's going to be key, 73.46. So I'd be watching those two. One obviously cannot really be a good target just because it's too close and you're not going to make any risk to reward would be horrible into that 74.65. So I'd want to see that kind of break. And then we do have about 73.55 to the lower side. If this level holds 74.60, you might actually be able to make a little bit of a bullish play into 76.23. Again, do I think we go bullish? I'm not saying that, but right now, at least your risk to reward is actually bullish, which is I know probably something I didn't think I was going to say. We will see, but yeah, 76.18 would be your target or be out before then. I'm not sure if the stock gets there or not, but right now you have good risk reward to the upside if we do not break that 74.46. So be very cautious on that. Let's take a look at Delta. Delta flying high yesterday, strong day. Really nice move. And this one gave it all back today. Oh, this one's going to be a really good gap. 10 EMA is probably not going to work too well at open. Dang it. 10 EMA is probably sitting bullish. It was a pretty relatively decent, strong close. Close it to a double top. Not only are we right now gapping under, it will qualify for 10 EMA. Don't get me wrong there. It will qualify for 10 EMA. Just the moving averages have to align pre-market and non-extended hours. I do not think this will line up with the moving averages. You can play it how you want, but this looks like a horrible trap for an exorbitant amount of people. Lots and lots of volume. Every single one of them who decided that was the day, completely trapped, completely underwater. I do expect Delta to drop. We have some levels of support, 28.99 and 28.85. Watch that last level. If we do get some panic selling because people hate to lose money and they're most likely closing out positions, 28.85 is going to be a very important level for Delta. If that breaks, there's nothing below this thing. And we have a just outstanding trap in the market for Delta. So that one is decent. BB, I got 12 of them. Oh, that's for Brandon. Okay. Let me remove some of these. Delta will be one to watch. Not usually typically my go-to stock in general, but it is on the list. We could trade it. It's available. But we might have to just wait just due to the 10 EMAs lining up. Nvidia is a retest gap. It is gapping actually below 148.01. Watch the level of 145.61. So if we get some kind of a quick drop on Nvidia, if you want to attempt to play the retest, I'd be looking at throwing some kind of order out at that 145.52-ish zone, and then probably a stop. You could probably keep it wide. 141.27. That would tell me, okay, I'm definitely wrong. That would give you some room on that trade to move your stops, maybe get out for less than an R loss, as long as it's not like a clear cut butter we sell. But it is a retest gap, so I probably expect maybe something at open. Again, just that initial fear in the market drops down to that 145.52 level, and then maybe we could play that actually retest to attempt some kind of a bullish move. Again, I don't think the market's bullish. I think it trades on sentiment, and therefore we might see some kind of overall retest in general. And even though today was the bad numbers, we might not see the overall effect yet. But we are 15 minutes away from finding out for sure. All right, let's look at the Tesla machine. You would think, in some sense, Tesla might actually be decent in a high inflation zone, just because people don't have to pay for the gas. They're like, maybe that's a benefit. But hold on a second on Tesla. This. Oh wait. Okay. Never mind. That's my alert. Oof. Wow. Okay. I gave myself a little panic attack. I thought this was. I thought this was the pre-market real quick when I was looking, and I was like, wow, are we really gapping below this? Are we also really gapping into that last possible VPOC of hope and safety? And that would have been a nightmare. But all right. So 678.50. Oh wow. I was about to just enter some crazy amount of put orders for Tesla. All right. All right. We're good. Bring them back. Bring them back. All right. So we have a little bit of probably a little bit of a chop to begin with. 679.60. If that breaks, so really if 680 breaks, we're probably looking for 687.32 to the higher side. Again, it's technically a retest gap. You have some decent volume on some of these candles. They the bulls that came in on this candle already, they've been trapped now for 2 days. They've had some time to get out, but a little bit of a high wave indecision. There was some bull buying in that wick, and those people, yeah, they're losing on the trade for right now. Plus anybody in this candle, a lot of losers in Tesla. Tesla, one big loser fest. But again, we do have a little bit of support where institutions at least came in. 674.07. We're gonna see if that that holds or if that breaks. I mean, really, we have untested VPOC at 651.99, and then pretty much again back somewhere in these 633.21. Broader economy does not give you a good reason to want to be bullish or think that these things can get saved, but still kind of in this weird pennant pattern. Has not broken out yet. Might be a little bit of a chop fest for Amazon. We have for Tesla, I should say. For Amazon, let's see. Amazon's been getting a little bit beat up. So again, at least into the CPI. For the case of potentially Rome might not be on fire for the early morning. We might get some kind of a retest. We're still kind of well within this little channel. Kind of looks, it looks like a monster version, but kind of does look like a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern on the daily for Amazon. And then it grew an extra shoulder. I don't know. It got the inflation shoulder, so it had to get one more. But here would be our neckline right here somewhere in the zone, and we'll see as we come down. We're pretty much at that neckline right now. Watch Amazon though. Team, I think Amazon could be an $80 valuation stock. It is very possible we are still overvalued in a lot of these things, especially in a certain market climate. I don't own any Amazon. $80 will be where I'm personally looking to start to add Amazon to the portfolio, but these things could have some room to go. We do have a little bit of an uptrend. So that uptrend again, now that one where we are opening is breaking. A lot of times on that uptrend, all this is just another version of support resistance. Usually some kind of support that's holding gets broken, you retest, and then you come down. So again, retesting at the open, probably somewhere, I would say somewhere close to this 107.80 zone. Let's see how accurate that could be. Get this out here. So somewhere into an initial pop, maybe a little higher, 108.13. And then we have this untested VPOC right here. So could you even see a 110 today? I don't know. But it's Prime days. Is today Prime Day? I know yesterday wasn't yesterday 7-Eleven? Oh, it was 7/12. I think 2 days was 7-Eleven day. Yeah, 2 days ago was Free Slurpee Day. I love corporate holidays. They just make up they make up just a holiday, and I was like, all right, sounds good. National Nike Day. Yeah, okay. Everyone buy your Nikes today. What a consumer world we live in. It's crazy. All right, so we got Apple. Apple's still hanging in pre-market to the 10 EMA on an hourly chart. Again, a little bit of last chance. Hopium. We will see. But 142.92. If we do get bought up, probably looking for a retest into the 145.02 range. So yeah, it's we're still hanging in there. We believe it or not, team, it does look bad in the markets. We're still kind of hanging in. By the way, my overall picture is outlook not so good if I was to shake the magic 8 ball, but we're still surviving in the market. So don't take the very bearish number. At least you can take the very bearish number on PayPal. That looks gross. Oof. Okay, PayPal looks bad. Delta looks horrible. PayPal not so good. Let me do a quick run through some others. Let me actually throw PayPal up here. Let me throw Delta up here. We'll watch those as a team. Again, because we are sticking with the 10 EMA, but doesn't mean we cannot trade other things. There's plenty of strategies, plenty of ways to make money in the market. So this one, again, we're starting to gap out of a lot of those pennant patterns. We squared does not look great, but Delta PayPal looks way worse. Magic meatball. Let's see. Yeah, we have people. Remember, there was a time in American history where people were buying pet rocks. Just remember that. Just remember that. There was somebody that was able to sell somebody else a rock. Crazy. 1, 2, 3. So holding a little bit of support. Doesn't look looks bad, but it doesn't look as bad as some of the others. Boeing is actually holding better, way better than Delta is. Let me just check Delta again. I almost feel like I had to have read that wrong. Nope. Horrible. No good. Very bad day for Delta. That does not look good. That does not make any bulls feel comfortable that kind of open. Chinese name stocks. Yep, probably. You're kind of right in the middle between both VPOCs. So wait this out if you must play BABA, but trying to short at 108.70. Try to sell your shares or attempt to take a reversal play at 105.49. TDOC. TDOC just looks like TDOC. Dollar Tree. Not doing anything. Roku. I'm looking for like the worst gaps possible. Lots of selling prior. We did have one thing. So again, could hang in there for a minute at open. So I won't see anything too crazy. DDS looks nasty. DDS. Yeah, DDS looks pretty bad. Again, the only thing on DDS is it is a retest gap, so it does look not so great. We do have a little bit of support at least that we might be into, and it is a retest gap. So actually, Dillard's might get some type of a bounce. U looks bad, but it's news of a merger. All right, we'll take a look at U. Unity Software. Yeah, this one does look pretty horrible. I don't trade wise at these levels. Trade wise at when it was like $100 was a little bit better day trade wise. But the fact that it's now down to 30, and for me, like Roblox was very similar to that. Actually, let's take a look at Roblox. It's actually on the list too. But like Roblox, when it was $100 stock, I like to trade it. Now it's at like $38. It's not as it's not prime on my list just for me personally, but Roblox at a little bit of support. Starting to get below that 10 EMA though on the hourly charts or daily charts. So just watch that. Disney. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying, guys. I mean, the report obviously with inflation is pretty bad, but don't freak out quite yet. There's a lot of retest gaps. The only ones that should really be freaking out, really, Disney looks horrible. Disney looks bad. It does have a little bit of support, so be patient and open. But if Disney starts to really start breaking at 92.12, there's not a lot holding this thing. I'd probably almost expect some kind of bounces to 93.31. Disney does look bad, so yeah. If you're a Disney, if you own Disney, if you're a Disney owner, next time you're at that corporate board meeting, you should probably put your fist down because that one looks like it's coming down further. Fastly, Coles. Oh, you guys know what I saw today? Let me get this up here. You guys know what I saw? Oof. I'm pretty pumped. Nobody informed me about it. I was just stumbling on the website, and all of a sudden, I see this little thing up here. I don't know. Maybe it's not official released, and I'm pretty much fired as the last time. But you guys have been great. So if I do get fired for pointing it out, my bad. We've had fun. But free week coming out. That's going to be crazy. I don't know when yet. Let me probably see if this link actually works. Free week open house. So open house. This open house would get you access to our all-day pass. So especially you guys in YouTube land, you guys can hit the RSVP. Just go to reallifetrading.com. The link is live. This is honestly the first time I've clicked on it. So I have no clue when it was, but it looks like August 1st to the 5th. You'll get everything. We have all the information. Most of you guys, at least 99.9% of you guys can read. So, you guys could run through it, but we have the schedules each day as to what happens. You guys could be in the live trading rooms with us. Also, if you are already in the real life trading chat, then most likely you already have real life trading all access pass. But if there's anybody that keep in mind, we do have, I don't know if some of you guys even know because we don't really talk about it too much. I don't know why, but we do have a affiliate program. If you guys, I don't know if you guys knew that, but if you guys scroll all the way to the bottom of the real life trading website, we do have RLT affiliates. It's very easy to sign up for. But if you wanted to post on social media about free week, if you wanted to send an email about free week, I don't know how computers work, but somehow it tags that you were the one that they click the link. And I mean, if they like what they see, if they were interested in joining, you get like 20%, which is crazy. So just FYI, that was there when I went to just check the calendar today. I was like, wait a minute, something's different. I put my little detective skills to the test, and I found that little link, which is pretty crazy. But we are 1 minute, or just 1 minute. We are 1 minute away from the market either hanging in there, surviving, or the end of the market as we know it. And I feel fine. Don't freak out if you're in the long term, especially if you just started investing. I mean, you're going to get some crazy deals, but be prepared. Again, in bearish markets, the people that lose the least come out the best. I mean, right now, where are you going to put money that doesn't lose? You pull it out of every account, you stick some wads of cash under your bed, you're still losing 9.1% to inflation each year that you just hold it there. Crypto's down, stocks are down, bonds are down. Real estate's still surviving, so we still got real estate, but there's not a lot of safety out there. They are wiping out full value accounts from everybody, and just be careful out there. But you lose the least, you play protection, you come out the best. So just keep that in mind. YouTube, I got to let you guys go. You guys are absolutely incredible. I will see you all tomorrow.